All right, this is for English 12 for April 9th, Thursday. So we're going to start a new unit here, people. Your previous assignment was finishing up Death of a Salesman, and I had you look at that little article and just tell me about a couple different characters and what they could have done differently. Okay, so hopefully you get that in this week. The materials, if you've noticed on the stream there on Google Classroom, I've just uploaded the whole novel. So it's called Their Eyes Were Watching God, and that's what we're going to be using until the end of the school year. Okay, so we're probably going to do a couple chapters every day. They're not real long. It's not a long book. Some chapters are a little longer than others, but most of them are 5-6 pages at most. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of background, the author is Zora Neale Hurston. She was a big figure in the Harlem Renaissance, which is about 1920s to about the 1940s or so. And she wrote plays, she wrote short stories, she wrote several novels. I actually took a class in college and we read all of her novels, so I'm pretty familiar with most of her work. But yeah, like I said, she was a big figure in that movement. Okay, our focus for this lesson, you're going to notice that chapter 1 is Janie when she has returned from the end of the novel. So this is what's called a frame story. Okay, so the first chapter and the last chapter are in the present. Okay, and then all the chapters in between is Janie telling her story. Okay, so like I said, chapter 1, we have, a grown woman, and then chapter 2 is where we find out about Janie's background. Okay, you'll notice that some of the text is in what's called Black vernacular, so it's very similar to the story we read right before Christmas, Almost a Man. Okay, so do your best there. Just sound it out. She writes kind of phonetically, I guess, if you want to call it that. Okay, so what we need to pay attention to is just Janie's youth. Okay, how she grew up, the makeup of her family. She comes from kind of a broken home, and there's some things going on, and you'll find that out in chapter 1. What we need to keep in mind is we never get a year. We don't know. I don't know when this takes place. I'm guessing this takes place in the 1890s or 1910 or something. It's never really offered to us. So we're way past the Civil War. We're way past slavery, and we're pushing our way there to the 20th century. It's somewhere around there. Okay, and of course we're going to be in the South. All right. All right, so your assignment for Thursday is to read chapters 1 and 2. And then also on Google Classroom on the stream, I've posted a couple of prompts. I don't really have a scroll for this unit, so I'll just be, giving you a couple prompts every day based on our reading. Okay, so just maybe start a new scroll and label it, EWG for Eyes Were Watching God, and we'll just put everything on that, and you can just send me that, day after day. Okay. You'll notice that the text that I did post, there's a couple of introductory forewords and things like that. So you got to scroll all the way down to about page 32 is where the novel begins. Okay. So be aware of that. So what to turn in? Again, do the reading, and my prompts aren't always based on just what happens, so reading summaries is not really going to help, so just keep that in mind. Like I said, I'm trying to keep the reading assignments to about 10 pages a day, and then just give you a couple questions. So, like I said, begin a new scroll, type up the responses, send them my way. Okay? All right, see you guys.